Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended, the podcast. And it's Friday, which means casual Friday. So, just want to apologize first off for our episodes being a little wonky this week. It wasn't your traditional Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We had our Monday's episode air on Thursday due to internet issues because it's some good old country internet, okay? So, my apologies. But we are here, and it's Friday, and it's time to party.
Oh, someone that is not partying
No.
is just Jussie Smollett, as
What
he's
is
now
that?
been Jussie Smollett, the Empire actor that the verdict came down today. And for anyone that's if you haven't been paying attention, it's a gooder. He's been convicted of 5 of 6 what were the charges? Felony disorderly conduct.
Oh, I I didn't even know about
So
this. Okay, hold on. Juicy. Like juicy fruit juicy? Like that's a name?
it's Jussie. It's probably like Jesse.
Jussie.
Yeah.
Jussie. Juicy. What? An odd name.
Yeah, I might have to give you a new a new link since here we go. Oh, that's weird. This one is from December 10th. Huh. Oh, they fixed it. Never mind. So here, I'll send you the new link since this one is old. This one's from 2 days ago. So
Oh.
there we go. So yeah, there's that, and then New Brunswick is going further and further into the what the fuck? Why are you shut up?
Are you okay? Are you hearing the voices again?
Yeah, ABC News is talking to me like I want to hear what they actually have to say. So yeah, New Brunswick is going further and further into fascism by barring unvaccinated people from going to grocery stores and pharmacies.
No.
So yeah, so that's real conservative, real, progressive. Yeah, progressive right back into Maoist China, Stalin Russia, Nazi Germany, the Pol Pot in Cambodia. Do I need to continue on and on and on? So, just a couple of those and Santa Inc. I didn't grab any articles, but Santa Inc. apparently is getting approved for a season 2 because
Get
apparently
fucked.
HBO just hates money, and it's all about, as the critical drinker says, the message.
Get
So
fucked. Come on. That thing had like I don't know. I'm trying to think of an analogy. I was gonna say less stars than whatever, but like, I mean, come on.
oh, it's up to 4%, and now I guess
Oh my
people
god.
are trying to like counteract the.
Well, are you kidding? Yeah, because he called everyone white supremacists. So now they're all butthurt and they're like, oh my God, they think we're white supremacists because we don't like this. Oh, we better hit the like button. Don't want
No,
people
no,
thinking white
there's
supremacy.
no, not in the fucking slightest. I already started swearing. Oh well. No, it's very much the other way, especially on the internet. If someone says like, "Oh, you're a bad person," people go hard into that. That's why you've seen it got review bombed. People hated it, but you're seeing some critics are coming out and saying like, "Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, it's an interesting take on Christmas." No, it's not.
Who do you think was under their table while they were watching it? Seth Rogen or Sarah Silverman? Come on.
Probably, it's funny. I was looking at pictures of Sarah Silverman. If she just covered her face and didn't talk, like you didn't give any of her opinions ever.
Little duct tape in a paper bag never hurt anybody. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, just, just never talk. Just don't talk.
Don't
She has
speak.
like that New
Shh.
York kind of annoying woman accent.
Eh. No. I've heard a lot of New York women talk, and I don't find it annoying. Now, she reminds me more of like, oh my God, what was her name from Friends? Oh my God, I can't remember her name. She was the annoying girl that was like, Chandler Bing. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
that's
yeah, I
who
know
she
what you're
reminds me
talking
of.
about.
Yeah. I want to call her Fran, but I don't know if that's right.
Fran.
That might not be right. Fran, I don't know. Sounds about right.
Wasn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, that does sound right.
Now that I say it out loud, it might be right.
Yeah, Fran.
Yeah,
Let's
that's who
see,
her voice reminds
annoying
me of, not
character.
any other New York woman.
Wasn't it Francine? It was Fran.
Was it? Well,
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
typed in Fran, annoying character on Friends.
Thank you, Google, for listening.
Which character scenes in the series Friends are the most annoying? Look who popped up. Oh my god. It was like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, let's get into this a little bit.
Yeah, but first, smash that like button. Like, just punch it, like, aggressively. Just smash it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you guys can check us out. Well, obviously we're on YouTube for the time being. On Rumble. Rumble has struck a distribution deal with Trump and Truth social media. So that's interesting. I think I told you guys last time should have bought your Rumble stock, but no one listens.
Hold
No
on,
one
did you,
hears.
though? Did you?
Nope.
Pot or kettle?
Uh, I'll be the pot.
Yeah, well, maybe you should get on that bandwagon. If
I
I
probably should.
if I had an
I
extra
probably should.
couple dollars in my pocket, I would.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Let's get this shit show on the road. Where do we want to start? Let's start with the bad news and then the good news. So
Hold on,
from
hold
True
on.
North.
Sorry,
Yeah,
before we get into this, okay. So I've noticed that with our Rumble community, they seem to be liking Tyler here's Inspirational Mondays. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's getting our Rumbles. So I want you guys to hit the like button if you liked Tyler's Inspirational Mondays. And if so, maybe we can convince him to keep going with it. Hmm? So hit that like
well,
button if you like the Inspirational Mondays.
okay. Well, I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. Of course, I can always come up with stupid shit. I live stupid shit. I am stupid shit. Okay, so from True North. Elected officials silent on New Brunswick barring unvaccinated people from grocery stores. So 4 days after the New Brunswick government announced the grocery stores are allowed to ban unvaccinated Canadians, elected leaders have remained silent. So they reached out to a lot of the major parties, and only one person came back and said something, which was Maxime Bernier. So he, from a statement from his office, was absolutely believes this measure violates our fundamental rights and
Yes.
doesn't think it is reasonable at all. PPC spokesperson Martin Massey told the True North, it's simply another authoritarian measure to put pressure on unvaccinated people to get vaccinated and has no scientific basis in terms of preventing the spread of the virus.
Okay, I'm just going to say this. I've noticed a lot through this pandemic. I'm going to say next election comes around, I'm voting PPC. They seem to be my
I
kind of peoples, dude.
I did. I did.
I did too. But I'm going to do it
Yeah.
again. The first time I ever voted, I voted PPC. Yeah, I did because they're
Well,
speaking to me. They're not fucking retarded. And funny, they're the only people that are actually speaking up and being like, no, nay, this is not right. I don't like it. But all the other people who are forcing it down your throat, where are they? Mom's the word. Yeah. Quiet.
and so the issue has been, and I think O'Toole's leadership is going to be called into question. I think there's going to be a massive review done. If it hasn't already done, I thought it was, but he is the. It's almost like the inverse with the states. Like everyone just campaigned on, well, I'm not Trump. Oh, we need to stop Trump. I don't like Trump. Trump bad. Trump, vote for me. I'm not Trump. Okay, but what are you doing? What are you campaigning on? Are you just gonna, well, we're gonna do this. Well, no, hold on. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this, but it's the other thing. Like, oh, we're gonna repeal all the gun ban. No, we're gonna keep the gun ban. Oh, we're gonna fight the government for the vaccine mandates. Oh no, we're gonna keep the vaccine man.
So
Like,
wishy-washy, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I'm sorry, like, unless it's like you get people fired up. And unfortunately, Mr. O'Toole, you know,
As a tool.
it's okay, shut up. Fuck.
Sorry, I coughed.
Yeah, that's so low hanging fruit. Come on, that's so
Well, you know what? It's dangling right in front of my face. Just these 2 little balls just dangling right I just had to grab at it. Just grabbing a little
okay.
squeeze.
So no, it's more of that you're not like you're not exciting anyone. Like really, you're not. It's just I'm not Trudeau. Okay?
Congratulations.
Like, yeah, so are, the other 30 some odd million Canadians. Like, what? So, well, and then you see like a lot of his, the messaging and stuff that he's doing now. Oh, housing has reached insane highs and inflation is up. Yeah, but what are you doing? How are you going to fight this? You're not. Like, I'm sorry, you're not saying anything to get people excited. So, yeah, people are going to go with the devil they know for the devil they don't know.
Yeah, which they you know what? They should have voted PPC. Y'all should have voted PPC.
Well, and everyone says like, oh, Maxime Bernier, like he's like I guess anyone that doesn't really kind of watch politics, it was either Maxime Bernier or I can't remember if it was during O'Toole or if it was Scheer when they did their leadership race. I can't remember which one it was now. I think it was O'Toole because I think Scheer kept him in, if I remember correctly. Whatever. This is all deep in the weeds, and no one really gives a shit about this. But he was almost the leader of the Conservative Party. I think he lost that like a 46 or something, and obviously O'Toole got 54%. So it's not like it was a landslide. It's not like his ideas or anything were really all that crazy. Like it just sounds like, hey, we live in a democracy. We're supposed to vote on these things. We're supposed to, do things for the people. And honestly, we don't we don't live in a democracy. Honestly, we haven't lived in a democracy since about 1990, if not earlier. In fact, I would put money on earlier. It was long before the whole NAFTA agreement, long before that. Anyone that doesn't remember, there was a big push, I know in the United States, it was called the Battle in Seattle, where people were fighting against NAFTA. So, and then companies just started leaving. They just keep moving overseas, and then it's like we're fighting over the remnants of a dead body
Cool.
and trying to and it's so interesting that that there's all these pushes for like old great leaders, like just some of the types of legislation and the kind of the rhetoric of history. But it's, well, what are you doing today? Stop hearkening back to days gone by. Talk about today. Yeah,
Yeah, and stop
actually,
repeating the bad history here.
well, yeah. Well, and there's I know now there was, and this, I was unsure about it because I thought So for anyone that doesn't know, like obviously, Bill was it Bill C-21 just passed? C-21? The ban on conversion therapy
Sure.
was banned. I think it was. I don't know. Okay,
I
I
don't
know
even know
where.
what that is.
So conversion therapy is like, oh, I'm gay. I don't want to be
Oh,
gay. I'm
that
trying,
bullshit.
or even trying to deal with, hey, I have these thoughts and they make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, so that abuse that they used to do. Got it.
Well, but it's not just abuse. It's, being able to seek therapy. So if someone says like, "Hey, I'm homosexual and I'm not okay with it," you can go to a conversion therapy to whether reconcile it or ways to deal with that problem. Some people find it a problem. So,
I don't know. I
but it
always
was
like when I think of things like that, I think of those like gross parents who'd like send their kids off to those things to fix them, which is
but
just so sad.
look at what we do now. Look at what the big push is. If a kid says that he's a fire truck, well, he needs to identify as a fire truck, and if it's so detrimental to his life that he needs to be a fire truck, then he's going to have to take surgeries in order to be a fire truck.
Yeah, from one extreme to the next. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't have necessarily an absolute opinion on conversion therapies. So, but it's just yeah, it's just that pendulum has swung that, well, kids can be anything else, and if you try to actually get them help, especially with today, like, kids don't know what the hell they are.
It
They're trying to
seems
figure themselves out.
it seems like literally you take them one place and either it's the conversion therapy type thing where they're trying to, I don't know, beat it out of you, or you take them to another place and they're trying to beat it into you. And they're
Yeah,
trying to tell you this is what you are. This is what you need to be. You know what I mean? Like it's one extreme or another. There doesn't seem to be that happy medium in much of anything anymore. It's, you know?
yeah. So, okay, so sorry, I know I got a little off topic, but regarding so I guess to get back to it, so yeah, it's simply another authoritarian measure, blah blah blah. Even worse, people who live in rural areas with few stores and none that offer home delivery could be left with no easy access to food. This is completely reckless and immoral on part of the New Brunswick government.
Yes. I was thinking that exact same thing to myself too, because, well, we're rural, right?
Yep.
So if that were to have happened and if I wasn't vaccinated, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I still don't think it's right for me to, if I have to go into that store to pick up groceries for myself and my family, that I would have to flash anything to begin with.
Mhm.
I shouldn't have to. Like, this should not
Well,
be a thing.
and that's like, and that's kind of, well, that's always been the argument. But so we'll try and stay on this. But so conservative leader, they didn't make a comment available. So I'm not going to read too much into this
I like the tweet though.
because it's not uncommon for news publications to say, "Hey, this is happening. We would like a statement on it. Oh, by the way, it goes up in 30 minutes." So if you don't respond, we'll assume that you refuse to comment. So then it makes it sound like, oh, O'Toole's office, refused to comment on it. Okay, but it could be something like that, but Bernier seems like, no, this is bullshit. This is just straight bullshit. Yeah, yeah, and then you see from Jordan Peterson, he says Canadian Conservatives, where have they gone? Yeah. So, yeah, the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms announced Tuesday that it had sent a warning letter to the New Brunswick Justice Minister. In addition to the vaccination requirements for grocery stores, the JCCF opposes the government's order that certain faith gatherings, such as weddings and funerals, require proof of vaccination while non faith gatherings do not. An invitation to the private sector to consider such egregious discriminatory practices trigger historic charter violations. And that's from Andre Memory. Potentially depriving citizens of food constitutes an act of cruelty. It is discriminatory, unconstitutional, and likely an offense under under international law. No one should be barred from the ability to purchase food to feed their family.
Okay. Going with that, should people be barred away from their jobs if they're not vaccinated? How are they going to pay for their food? How are they going to pay for their shelter? How are they going to pay their bills for their hydro to keep their family warm?
Well, and this is, I was watching a lawyer kind of explaining, like, you know, with private businesses, and even talking with our lawyer, um he says pretty much the same thing. Corporations, they're gonna try because they can be sued. There's a liability issue, and simply put, it's a private business. So it could be a condition of employment, just like, a lot of places for a condition of employment is you have to take a drug test. That's not uncommon. In order to keep your job, you have to meet certain requirements, and if you cannot meet them, okay, then you're removed. I don't I don't know. At some point, but when it's being forced, and it's different. Like if I go for a drug test, okay, I go piss in a cup, and okay, that's the end of it. But they're not saying, oh, well, you need to have X, Y, and Z done in order to do this job. Okay, well, I think that's a little different. So I'm not all of this, regardless. I think anyone with that's actually, I think, is really thinking, instead of operating out of fear, operating, what if this was anything else? Don't put, oh, this is a COVID thing. Anything else? What if it was just arbitrarily done? Like if you don't have brown hair, okay, well then you're barred. Oh, if you have black skin, well then you're barred. Or how about you have you're overweight? Oh, well then you're barred from our store. Everyone would lose their collective minds.
I mean, there are some places, I will say with the weight one, there are some places I remember when I was younger going into like Le Chateau. Oh, Jesus. Those
Mm.
bitches, holy fuck. They were rude. Be like, nothing will fit you in here. Like they are rude. Or then you have like waitresses and stuff like that. Like if I were to apply as a waitress someplace, they would be like, haha, you're cute. Bye. No, because they want waitresses that are thin and pretty and fit into their, I don't know, Hooters outfits, and, no one's gonna tip me. You know what well, some people will tip me, trust me, they'll tip me, but you know what I mean? Like, they have, places like that, they have that set standard where, "No, sorry, this is what we're looking for."
Yeah. No, but it's just, and like that stuff, I don't know. I'm a little torn in it because, well, obviously they have a standard, but it's done through a modeling agency. It's not done through, like Moxie's or Hooters or whatever. It's a modeling agency hires them. So I don't know. There's just it's just, no. I'm just not okay with, you know. But just trying to buy food.
Yeah.
Honestly, anyone, look at how far we have gone from 2 weeks, 2 weeks to flatten the curve so our hospitals don't get overwhelmed, to you're not allowed to enter a place to purchase food. That's
That's
how far we've come. It's
yep, it's
unbelievable.
really
It's
sad.
unbelievable. Yeah. And so I always come from the side of, well, you should be free to do with your body what you will as long as you're not hurting anyone else.
But
And I know,
yeah, but that's their argument, is you are hurting everybody else.
and that's what I find so crazy. Like we didn't do this when people got sick. And if you're seeing like if this was 100% about science, okay, follow the science. What does the science say? Well, it seems to be in order for this type of response, you'd think half the people are going to drop dead. And you just no, sorry, you just don't see it. You just don't see it. So, oh Canada, you're really living up to uh a wonderful symbol of democracy, a real symbol of, human rights, a real ugh, I can't even I can't even be satirical. It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Disappointing
So,
coming from Canada of all places. I don't know.
yeah,
I expected way better from Canada, to be honest. I'm quite disappointed. You know, as your parents used to say, I'm not angry, just disappointed.
yeah. Well, and this and there's been pushes in order for, like there's the thing with Tesla or Elon Musk is releasing this chip that'll help people that are no longer walking. It's to help paraplegics that they could actually walk again.
What?
Yeah, yeah. It's a chip you put in your brain that'll tie into your spine so that people could walk again.
Okay, that
Cool.
sounds scary AF, but yet, damn, that would be freaking awesome.
Yeah. Well, but a lot of this is kind of how a lot of this stuff starts. It's look at a lot of the rhetoric that was coming out before of, well, the whole social credit system that's already here. This is phase 2 of, of a multi-layered thing. People, what do I mean by that? Well, if you are not complying, okay, then you're just going to be left behind. That's ultimately what's going to happen. You're just going to be cleared from society. So, like, do you ever watch Star Trek?
I did, yes.
Okay, so you know how the Borg came about?
I used to watch it. I wasn't a nerd about it, but
Oh, okay. So the Borg started off as humans, but they became so advanced with medicine that they started, doing this type of stuff, implanting chips and assimilate or assimilator, you'll be destroyed. So
okay.
there was such advancements in medicine that they ended up plugging into the hell is it called? What do they all plug into? Is it the wave? The stream? No. I can't remember what they all. But anyways, so they just kept advancing medical technology so much that it ended up like everyone just kind of assimilated to it. And so I remember seeing a thing with Steve Bannon. Oh no, not Steve Bannon. Yeah, Steve Bannon. Um and he was saying like that there is what was it? Sorry, this kind of fragmented in my head, and I'm trying to recall it. I listen to a lot of stuff, so trying to piece everything together sometimes becomes hard. But so he was saying that a during was it from Davos? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's besides the point. That the transition from a human to a Homo sapien to whatever we're going to be next has already been born. So it's going to be someone that has implants inside of them, has computers inside of them, and the computer is going to help them function, we're going to become something else. And so, with getting back to the Borg, is that's kind of just what ended up happening. They started implanting more and more things inside of them, and to them, it's normal. Think in 20 years. So no one
I'm not gonna
There's
lie,
some
if someone had that ability where, like, you're talking to someone, instead of, like, having your computer, your phone in front of you, being like, "Hold on, let me Google that shit." If I could just, like, "Hold on, let me Google that shit," and, like, have this look on my face like I got really bad gas, and I'm really, like, Googling in my brain and could answer the question, that'd be freaking awesome. Minus
yeah.
the gas face, but
Well,
painting a
I
picture.
and then you also have, targeted ads in front of you, like,
Oh,
you know,
gross.
ads would pop up in front of your eyes as you walk past, like, Starbucks or some
Oh
crap.
my god, could you imagine? Hold on for 1 minute. You're at home, someone broke in, you're so scared. You do the dumb thing and you run up the stairs and you lock yourself in your bedroom and you hear the guy, all of a sudden he's coming up the stairs behind you, scraping that knife along the wall. "I'm coming for you." And you're sitting there super scared. Then all of a sudden, ABC ad pops into your face. Ah! You know, and you scream. Wouldn't that fuck you
No,
up? You're sitting there hiding
it'd
from
be
him. You're like,
something
"Look."
no, you'd probably get ads for, like, would you like to order, a taser or pepper spray? We could have that to you by tomorrow. It seems like you're in a predicament. We can do this for you. We'll send it express. It'll be there in 2 hours. Like, what
So you
the
just gotta stay hidden until that express guy gets here.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just really, really weird that that's where it seems like everything's going, and it seems like this is kind of a, well, who's gonna submit? With artificial intelligence and general artificial intelligence is exponentially smarter than any human could ever be because it's self-taught. Well, a computer can do things 1,000 times before you do it twice. So, and computers are only getting faster.
Yeah.
Like, there's like Moore's law, right?
No.
Okay, so Moore's law is the idea, like, for computers, it's like every 2 years the processing power of computers doubles. So the I can't remember what the law for, well, for artificial intelligence, it's 6 times I believe it's every 2 years.
Ugh.
The computing power and how advanced these things are getting every 2 years is 6 times more powerful.
Kinda horrifying. I mean, as I'm putting the tinfoil in my hair, we're definitely gonna be overrun by machines one day.
Well, but that's what's going to happen. You're gonna put chips inside of you. There was that thing from Thales, or whatever that company that your phone lets you communicate with the government. You can book appointments. It helps you
Oh,
keep
that
track of
really
dates.
creepy ad thing that we saw? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and we only
Ugh.
let certain people access certain information, and we keep your passport and until you were a bad boy or girl and you suddenly get axed from society. So
Right?
that will end up being inside of us. Like, for me, I'm kind of okay. Like, it's cool in, like, future technology, and like, these old meat bags that we walk around in suck.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, giving someone the ability to be able to walk that's never been able to walk or lost the ability to walk due to some crippling disease, or giving someone even the ability to be able to see color who's colorblind, which we take for granted every single day, like it doesn't seem like a big deal, or giving someone the ability of sight or hearing that never had it. Like, tell me
Yeah,
that wouldn't be the most amazing thing ever.
yeah. Well, and like I said, there was that Olympic runner that had specially designed legs, and he got people were saying, like, no, he's enhanced. He's actually faster because his legs were designed for him to run. So he has purpose-built legs, and then you just take
Damn
them
right they
off, and
were.
you click the next legs on, and, like, these are my jogging legs. Oh, these are my sprinting legs.
Put your phone on silent.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard
oh,
that. Mhm.
Shut up. Oh,
You're always the first one to mention to me when you hear my phone say, "Yeah, that's right. I was on it."
yeah. So, like if you could like replace your vision and have like, like beyond 20/20 vision, like 40 or
Oh
was
my
it
god,
40,
night vision
40/20?
or like cat eyes where you can see in the freaking night? Yes, please. My
Yeah.
god.
See, like people would naturally do that. But the thing is, like, when you buy a TV, well, there's some strings that come with this because it's targeted ads. You're selling a piece of your soul in order to do that. So it's yeah. I know we've kind of gone super off track, but like this is just
A little bit, but
this
I'm
is
totally thinking of cat eyes right now, seeing in the dark. Oh, I'd never be scared of the dark again.
but this is like the stuff that I see that's coming. Like when Elon Musk is saying, "I'm terrified of the robots and I see where we're going," he is a lot smarter than me. So if a real smart guy is saying, "Hey, we should look out, we should be careful,"
Right?
maybe we should kind of listen. Like, and he's the one designing this. That's the most screwed up thing is like he sees where this is all going, and it's a war for AI.
Yeah, probably because he's, like, stupid intelligent. He's like, "Dude, I could build something that could take over this world, okay? So y'all better be worried. Be scared
Yeah. So,
because it's gonna fucking happen." Well, 100%.
well, it's there's an arms race for artificial intelligence right now. There's a major arms race for it. Whoever perfects AI controls the world. Excuse me.
Well, I
But
don't know. I'm almost kinda hoping it's Big Daddy Elon. He seems to be pretty
well, and
non-scary.
well, he's definitely unusual, but then but this kind of to tie everything in together. So it- that's that's the feeling I get is people that do not do it, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be removed from society one way or another. There's a big push for culling humans that we've long since uh um overpopulated this world to the tune of almost 7.5 billion people need to die.
Ew.
Yeah, their numbers have been run. See if I can find it. I I believe it's 500 million.
And they need to die, why? To bring the Earth
Uh,
back to its
yeah.
hmm.
So
Well,
here we go. New research. Maintaining the world population under 500,000 or 500 million. So I'll send that off to you. So the Georgia Guidestones is a mysterious monument on which the carved the what the fuck is this? Okay, now this is all religious shit. How many people on shh. Okay, well, I don't know. This sounds kind of fuck was this? So I guess this is trying to recreate like Christian society.
oh boy.
That's a lot of what I'm seeing.
So that's
But
that's it's not to actually, balance nature, it's to what? Oh,
yeah,
English
well, that we've
version of the guidelines. 10 guides for new age of reason are to follow or are as follows.
so
Maintain what the
it's supposed to say like that the world can only actually support 500 million people. We've altered the planet so much that we're just destroying more than we're actually producing, and we're killing the planet. So 500 million is the number that they're looking to reach. So whether it's through, controlled contraception or making people infertile or sterilizing them or what.
What did you read? The 10th one? Not be a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Repeat. Leave room for nature.
Yeah. So, this is all stuff that's being talked with some of the smartest people, the future thinkers are, well, who am I? Who are you? Anyone hearing this? Who are you?
Oh, this is a blueprint for the New World Order. God, I've heard about this New World Order like a lot. You know what? You know what?
The lady, the prime minister of New Zealand was literally saying, "This is the new world order." She
Hmm.
literally said those words,
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
and I just,
Puts more
you know,
tinfoil in my hair.
well, yeah, and I understand this can be like a little in the weeds and very kind of Alex Jonesy sounding, but and I understand some of the issues with Alex Jones is he comes on so strong because he has so much information and he's just trying to, well, this is why this is tied to this and oh my god, like this is what's happening and you got to watch out for what should I actually, and this is why the frogs are turning fucking gay.
And it was
So,
true.
yeah,
That's the
but so
crazy shit. Yeah, he spoke a lot of stuff that you're like, "Whoa, like, you need to calm the fuck down," because he talks so fast and so all over the place. He's like ADHD on speed.
yeah, so and because he comes so strong and so hard on it, it almost it forces you to sit down. Like you're like, oh my god, what are you saying? Like I I don't even, you sound crazy to me. Not to me, like I can, there's some stuff. Yeah, like even to me he sounds like what are you saying? Like I hear the words coming, like I hear that they're like English words, but I it's just so much to try and process. Can't. So it becomes very hard. And I just always try to, do stuff that that you enjoy doing, being, you know, like, is this okay for grocery stores to say that? Like, honestly, please, I would love to hear, like, is this okay? Please.
It's not okay. But you got me on this stupid article here. I don't know, like, this is fucked up. In one part here, it says, "In 1988, Britain's Prince Philip expressed that he wished that he could be reincarnated, or should he be reincarnated, he would want to be a deadly virus that would reduce the world population." More recently, Bill Gates said the world has 6.8 billion people, that's headed to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, and reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 to 15%, along with tax deductible donations of enormous amounts of money to help depopulation cause.
Yeah.
Secret meetings of the
So,
world's elite have been taking place to discuss those issues.
yeah.
Ew.
And like, and this isn't like, if this sounds like, oh, this is some like, Bilderberg group or whatever, or, Bohemian Grove kind of stuff. No, these are some of the leading people are pushing for this type of stuff. So, and this is, I think they're planning for like was it by about 2030 they're looking at getting the stuff implemented. Well, it was the World Economic Forum that they were trying to push this stuff. You will own nothing and you will be happy. So you're gonna rent everything. Everything's gonna be automated, assuming nuclear war. Ukraine and Russia and US are looking at saber rattling. So, for anyone that doesn't know, Russia wants to try and take back Ukraine. They want to recreate the Soviet Union, even though Russia is a fucking no one. It's China. But,
Yeah. Well,
you know,
and it's funny that you mentioned 2030 because that's the New World Order, the Agenda 2030 is
mhm,
literally what people talk about. it's talk about the Great Reset, which is
Yeah.
really funny because when you looked at when all the things with like COVID and stuff like that, and you look even on the Manitoba government website, it says MB
Great
reset,
reset. Yeah.
reset. And the funny thing is, oh, I
It's
tell
the
you, puts more tinfoil in
this
my hair. I had people tell me shit, and I was like, no, no, you're crazy. You're just all in the conspiracy theories. No, no, no. The more time is going by, like I'm not having someone like spew conspiracy theories in my ear all the time, puts more tinfoil in my hair. But I'm noticing this stuff all over the place. Like little bits and pieces that they said. I'm like, oh dear God. And I remember them saying, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before too, you just watch. It's gonna come true. And then you're gonna be like, holy shit, she was right. Mm-hmm.
yeah, well, and it's a there's a lot of like, well, is it for nefarious reasons? Is it for, trying to, the betterment of humanity? Well, everyone, and everyone's, how's the expression go? Everyone's a super, or everyone's the hero in their own story. So they think they're doing it for altruistic reasons, for, humanitarian reasons in order to save X, Y, and Z. And they don't even think about the repercussions. Like, everyone says, "Oh, well, our world is too overpopulated, and you know, we're a cancer, and we're slowly killing the host." Just like any virus, we are the virus. And okay, I can understand, in some places where people have 10, 12 kids because they have nothing to do, and it causes a lot of more strain on those places. And I understand that education and jobs actually drives down birth rates. It's a fact.
Well, yeah, and speaking of birth rates, well, you cut down the population. If they want to keep a population at a certain thing, what's going to happen? Like, let's just say, well, then it's going to end up where you're having what? Selective breeding. You're going to have sterilization of undesirable members of society. People who you don't think are like, yeah, well, you're too
Well,
fat, you're short, you're kind of
there's
dumb.
al-
No, you shouldn't have kids.
there's already gene splicing, and like CRISPR, and well, I think they've already done tests with gene editing and actually creating people that are have less health problems, look a certain way, all this type of stuff that it's just nature is random. They're trying to take the nature out of people, that they're perfecting people. That's a lot of what
I
they're doing.
mean,
But all right, so from perfecting people to trying to commit the perfect hoax, let's switch over
hoax,
to
you
the next
say?
article. What?
Hoax, you say?
Oh, yes, yes. So from EBC News, it doesn't matter what website you go to, they're all going to say the same thing. So Jussie Smollett is found guilty for filing false police report in a hoax attack. So after just 10
What?
hours of deliberation, did you not hear about this at all?
I don't even know anymore. There's so much bullshit in the world. I don't think so.
Okay, so this has been going on for, I think this was like 2 years ago, I think. Uh, so Jussie Smollett ended up filing a police report saying that he was attacked by two white men wearing MAGA hats, and what did they spray paint on his car that said like this, like MAGA and N word and all this crap, and they tied a noose around his neck, and they
What is
poured bleach on
MAGA?
him. Make America Great. That was like Trump's slogan,
Oh, Jesus.
and saying like, this is MAGA country, N word, and poured bleach on him, and yeah. So
Oh, and homophobic remarks. What the fuck?
oh yeah, yeah. So initially, so this is when you know it's bullshit. Anyone that's a victim of a crime, if you are bound in something, do you want to keep that bondage on you, or do you want it off as fast as humanly possible?
If I'm
Which one?
bound in something,
Yeah.
get it the
So
fuck
if
off
someone
me.
exactly. No, he ended up doing a press conference after or when he talked to the police that he still had the noose and a Subway sandwich in his hand.
Yeah, come the fuck on.
So, the police started an investigation and, like detectives were involved and they were trying to find out what actually, was going on. So the city of Chicago ended up I think they said that they ended up spending about 300 something thousand dollars in trying to find this out. So the city was actually looking at going after him because they ended up finding out, hey, you made this up. It was two people that he knew and he paid them in order to do this. And then they said, you know, that it was a hate crime.
Oh my
And
god.
so so this city of Chicago was looking at going after him. Kim Fox, who was the district attorney, I believe, ended up like, kind of squashing the charges because she knew they were good friends. So, talk about conflict of interest. Yep. Um, so, and Jesse was saying like, well, the police didn't need to spend all this time. They didn't need to work this hard in order to find out what happened here. He was,
Oh, yeah, he's trying to quickly defer it. Like, "No, no, no.
yeah.
You don't need to spend all this time. Like, you guys are ridiculous. You already have the guys. Whatever."
Well, no, they sent him a bill for 300 something thousand dollars saying like, "Hey,
Ah.
you pay us back and everything will be done." And he said, "No, I'm not paying it. In fact, I'm going to fight it."
What an idiot.
So this all this information came out that it was a hoax, it was fake, and then he ended up switching his story. He started doing like a news tour or a media tour saying like, "Oh no, the guys that actually did it, this was done on purpose and they're just trying to extort me." So the lie just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, he lied about it actually being a hate crime. And then he lied that he had paid for it and he tried to point the blame at other people. So finally,
Wow.
he was actually formally charged with 6 counts of felony disorderly conduct. So from ABC News, so the Empire actor allegedly he was attacked, doused with an unknown liquid, which was bleach, had a noose placed around his neck, and called racist and homophobic slurs by two men late at night on a Chicago street. He has maintained it was not orchestrated by himself. Well, there were receipts. He did not show any reaction as the verdicts were read. During my closing argument, I told the jury that I thought the evidence was overwhelming. That verdict was a resounding message by the jury that Mr. Smollett did exactly what we said he did. So this was a special prosecutor, Dan Webb. Smollett exited the courthouse without taking any questions. Webb called the guilty verdict a complete vindication for the Chicago Police Department, with several ossifers testifying during the trial. Smollett was charged with 6 counts of felony disorderly conduct for allegedly filing a false police report. He was found guilty of all 5 counts related to what he told police officers immediately following the attack. The sixth count, of which he was found not guilty, related to further comments he gave to police 2 weeks after the incident. So, if I remember correctly, the one count I believe was it a felony battery? So, because he was found not guilty because an assault did take place, he orchestrated it. So they found him not guilty of lying about that. So,
God.
but five other counts. Uh Yeah, the defense and they're during the court case. Holy. So the lawyer for Smollett said that during a closed room meeting with the judge, she said that the judge lunged at her. She ran out, and when they tried to motion for a mistrial and it was denied, his lawyer not him, his lawyer, ran out of the courtroom with her mother almost in tears.
Um, was this kid not loved enough? Like, ugh,
This was his lawyer. This is your representation to the judge, and they make up this thing, and the judge was having none of it. There was a lot of he perjured himself. That there's potentially he could actually be facing charges of perjury because he falsified reports and he lied while he was on the stand. He lied. Yeah, yeah. So Smollett, 39, received widespread support in the wake of the attack. And made an emotional appearance at a concert in early February 2019. But then word emerged after authorities spoke out to the Osundaru brothers, returned from overseas, that the attack was allegedly a hoax. Smollett was charged on February 20, 2019, with Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson saying that the attack was orchestrated because he was unhappy with his salary on the Fox show.
holy
The charges
shit.
were dropped against Smollett in March of 2019 by a special prosecutor. That was it. The fucking Kim Fox or whatever her name was. Announced an indictment for 6 disorderly conduct charges was handed down in February 2020, and he pleaded not guilty. Yeah. Ooh, it was good. You know, like I posted on Twitter, guy was a like liar, liar, pants on fire.
Right?
Straight up pants on fire. And it was just,
Unbelievable. This okay, so poor little baby is unhappy with his salary from a Fox TV show, so he decides to come up with this big elaborate lie, literally trying to make himself play a victim, look all, "Oh, poor me," try to get other people into trouble. I don't like, how pathetic are you?
all right, you want to know? So this is from Vulture. So take this for what you will. He was making, who declined to call it, and he hinted Smollett's paycheck might be a bit below 125,000 per episode.
Oh, come the hell on.
Per episode.
Poor you know what? No, no, I take it back. That poor guy. Like, I mean, I totally understand what he did there, like, "Oh, yeah, justice. Urgh. That's not enough
Yeah.
money." That poor guy.
Yeah. So it's incredible. So
Takes me
according
fucking years to make that fucking money, and he's getting into one episode. Oh,
one episode, yeah. So, maybe a
pretty
day
boy.
of shooting. Yeah, so that's about a day.
Aw. He
So
had to
yeah,
get up
it's
early, and someone had to put makeup on him and dress him, and he had to learn a bunch of lines. Oh, such a hard life.
well, and so
God, I wanna
it's
slap
just,
him so much.
well, no, because he'd probably try and charge you with a hate crime, even though he's a bitch.
Oh my god. Look at what a little fucking bitch.
Yeah, so it's it's some good
Oh,
news. With the Kim Potter case, for anyone that's been following that, there's ooh, I think there actually might be a mistrial with that.
what's
Um,
that?
so that's the Kim Potter. I don't know if you've seen. She was the officer that ended up shooting a black guy that was trying to flee from the police. She accidentally shot him because on her body cam, she's going taser, 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 and she pulls out her
Oh,
gun and
yeah, yeah,
shoots
yeah.
him. And she goes, "Oh shit, I shot him."
Dante
And
Wright.
then he ends up, yeah, and then he ends up crashing into another vehicle, and he ends up dying. And so the prosecution that's going after Kim Potter is they're trying to focus on the aftermath of the incident instead of going the actual charges, like her, whether she actually had, probable cause in order to shoot this guy, or Yeah. So there's a lot of peaceful protests happening because because of this
Actual
because of the
peaceful or bullshit peaceful rioting?
no well as far as I know it's peaceful, but it's kind of on that borderline, like, hey, we're gonna start killing people kind of thing. So
Neat.
yeah, that's another trial that seems really it's an interesting law. I don't know. I've been kind of getting into, like, watching like Nick Rekieta, or well, I guess his YouTube channel's Rekieta Law for anyone that's interested. And he ends up having like panels of lawyers coming in and talking about things, and they can actually like describe things that make a lot more sense to like 99% of us are not lawyers. So I think they do a fantastic job in actually being able to like break things down, and they can have like a good like back and forth, like, well, I think this was wrong, or I think this was right, and this is why I think you're wrong, and it's like a good back and forth. So yeah, but Jussie Smollett, liar, liar. It's just the lie just kept getting bigger and bigger, and then he just started blaming. Like, these were guys that he slept with them. These are people that he well, allegedly slept with them, and then
Yeah, he slept with them and concocted this plan, probably as they were lying in bed.
well, and the Osundaro brothers were saying, because they're from Nicaragua, or Nigeria, sorry, um, that if they went home, that their lives would actually be in danger, because in Nigeria, my understanding from their statements were they do not like gay people. And I ended up posting on Twitter, was like, Jussie Smollett is the first American to scam Nigerians, to, to successfully scam Nigerians. I don't know, some shit like that.
Yeah.
So, oh, I thought it was funny. Well, then fuck you.
I I'm sorry. I'm
It was a
half reading an
joke.
article at the same time. Yes. No, that
Chuckle, chuckle.
no, it was a good one. Did you
Thanks,
did
thanks.
you didn't make that, did you?
What?
That meme.
What meme?
Oh, never mind. I could have sworn I seen a meme that said something about, um, oh, I don't know. Something about, um, first time someone else was able to
Cool.
oh oh my god, my
Jo-
mind went so blank there. Holy crap.
also in wonderful news, uh, the hell was it? That Duggar. What the hell was that idiot's name? I don't know. I made a meme of him too. Josh Duggar was being convicted because he liked kids a little too much.
Who's this guy?
From the what is it, like 18 kids and counting, that whole thing.
Oh, that
So
dildo.
yeah, that's why I made the meme of, "Hey Jared, want to be cellmates?"
Gross.
Yeah. So yeah, he was convicted cuz he loves kids a little too much. He went the Epstein kind of route, or the
R
FBI kind of route.
right? The CIA kinda route. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Has anybody heard about that shit? Like, really? All the
S-
pedophiles in the CIA? Holy fucking shit.
So when I was originally hearing that, I was thinking that it is not uncommon for, intelligence agencies to be part of these communities in order to track them.
Oh, okay. So I can get
So,
the websites on somebody's computer. Okay, I can get that. But what about the other dildo who is, like, literally, you
propositioning.
know no, doing the unthinkable with kids who are 2 and 6?
Wait, 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 wait.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
miss something?
I think so.
I must have. Okay, I'm not aware of that.
Yeah. Yeah. There was one guy that was literally like, yeah, gross. That just makes me,
Like
like, want to vomit.
like touching them?
Like, no. No.
Like
Like coitus.
Rose like Rosenbaum. Oh, he's trying the old Rosenbaum strats.
Yeah, like coitus. It's so gross.
Oh, coitus, really? You're gonna use a
Yeah, I am.
oh, speaking of coitus, oh, what was it? Who did the Big Bang Theory
Don't tell me anything bad about The Big Bang Theory.
stand with? Who the hell did they stand in support of? Oh, I'll have to look.
You don't have to look. Don't ruin that for me. You already
Supports?
ruined Will Wheaton. Don't ruin anything else.
Why? What did I ruin with Will? Oh, right, because he's like some social justice.
Yeah.
Blah blah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, yeah, hardcore. Where the hell? Who the hell did they?
It clearly wasn't them. It was somebody else you're thinking of, clearly.
No, no, they were supporting like some. Uh Fuck. I'll have to look into it. If I can find it, I'll post it. But yeah, they supported someone in support. Oh yeah, if I can find it.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I don't know, I was reading more of this article when you made that joke that I totally missed. Sorry about that. About this Kim Porter.
Jussie Smollett. That was it.
What?
They stood in solidarity with that was it with Jussie Smollett, even after everyone knew, like, hey, this guy's fucking lying. And Big Bang Theory, yeah,
Who
we're
from
saying
there?
that
Couldn't have been all of them.
Big Bang Theory might be all about the last, but there's nothing funny about this, according to the Wrap. Haley Kuko, Johnny Galick, Jim Parsons, and the rest of the cast of the CBS sitcom took a moment on Thursday to show support for Empire star Jussie Smollett, who was reportedly attacked earlier this week. In a photo posted by Kuko and Galecki, I don't know, Instagram account, the cast and crew showed solidarity with the actor. It was like literally after it happened, they knew that this was bullshit. This is
Well,
the thing. You got to stop listening to actors. You got to stop. Like these people are they're literally paid to play pretend. That is literally their job. So what is who's the who's the Hulk? What the hell's that idiot's name?
which one?
Mark Ruffalo.
Oh.
Mark Ruffalo.
Well,
Absolute idiot. Idiot. Like, why do we hold celebrities up to such high regard as though their opinion matters?
I don't even know.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo was saying that like the Kyle Rittenhouse thing was a travesty of justice and all this type of crap. Like, shut
Yeah.
up. Shut
Yeah.
up.
Hey, speaking of Kyle, did you watch the new Steven Crowder?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been making his rounds. He was on the hell is that thing with Eliza Schaefer and his wife? I can't
I
remember
don't
on
know.
Blaze, but
Yeah,
yeah, no,
he was pretty
they're
witty. I liked it. He was like
oh, I
right in
felt
there with
bad for
them.
Dave. I
Right?
felt bad
Poor
for
guy.
Dave.
Poor guy.
But yeah, no, these I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
I oh, way off topic. Well, not off topic, back on topic, I guess. But with this Kim Porter thing, I remember this now. It was so sad because you could see on her body camera she was shouting, "Taser, taser, taser! I'll tase you!" And she grabbed the wrong gun. And then after she shot her handgun, um,
yeah, she goes, "Oh shit, I shot him."
yeah, I just shot him. I grabbed the wrong gun. And then you see her sink to the curb and sit down, saying, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so
yeah,
well,
that was sad.
and a lot of people were saying like, "Hey, like you painted Like, you painted your fellow officer hardcore. So, painting is when you pull, like, your the barrel of the gun across somebody. That's painting them. So, yeah, like, her fellow officer, she had, like, her gun, like, to his back.
Oh my god.
So and then I know some people are saying that, "Oh, like, the shot she made was unsafe." Well, I don't know about that
Well, I
because,
think they should
like,
make taser guns clearly not look like a real gun. You should make
well,
them look differently.
one argument that I seen was that one should be in one place and one should be, like, in a completely separate place. So, like, if your gun is on your holster, your taser should be somewhere else. So it's a different muscle movement altogether. It's not
Yeah.
I'm reaching for my waist. It might be like I'm reaching, like, for on my thigh.
Yeah.
So it's a completely different motion. Because it could
Yeah,
have
I can
just
see
been
that.
that, like, her taser was on one side, her gun was on, just mirrored on the other side. And she went to grab and she meant to grab this, but I don't know. It could have been one of those, hey, he was fighting with the cops and I'm sure they tried to make the defense. I didn't follow it, at like every single thing, what's happening with the trial, but I'm sure they can make the argument that, like, he was a danger to other people and, police have to react in terms of protecting the community, preventing loss of more life to an extent anyway. But yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
and this guy
sad.
had warrants and all this type of crap.
Well, see, and that's the sad thing is just right away, like this thing happens and everybody just freaked out because again, it's another black man that lost his life at the hand of a cop.
Of a
And
white woman, a white cop. They're
yeah, yeah. And
but
the thing is that no one's gonna look at the full situation and be like, you know what? Like, she did not mean to do this. This wasn't out of malice. This wasn't out of her like, oh, I'm gonna shoot and kill him. She grabbed the wrong thing. Now, yes, there should be repercussions for that, and I'm sure she feels absolutely horrid about it. Like she's not like, clearly you see her like go to the ground after. Like it's not like she
yeah,
was like,
well,
"Yeah, bitch." Like I mean,
we
but
got
nobody
one.
yeah. Like no one sits there and thinks about things like that. Like this was an accident. 100% an accident. And yes, it is still a very
Well,
tragic thing somebody lost their life.
I think it's gonna end up being a wrongful death suit or accident, like a negligence or something. She's gonna get hit with something. That's gonna happen. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Continuing on, I think they have maybe like a couple more days. I think it wraps up in a few days, or maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I don't know. That's really it. That's really all I got in for a bunch of stuffs.
All right then.
All
Yeah.
right. Anything for you, or get the hell out of here?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't know. It was just that CIA ship. I don't know. We should talk. We should touch on that another day. 'Cause that is some crazy shit.
Well, thing is, I don't know the full context behind that, but I don't know. Yeah, it is something that we could potentially look at another day. And yeah. All right. I guess with that, all right, take us out.
Okay. Well, hope everybody
Oh,
had. Oh.
well, I was gonna say, like, for anyone, I would love to, what did people get from the if anyone paid attention to the Jussie Smollett stuff? I'd love to hear, like, people's opinions on that. Like, do you think, like, he is he actually gonna do jail time?
Oh,
Do you
he
think he's
better.
actually
That's
gonna do jail
fucked
time?
up.
Or not? You think he's gonna have to pay some type of restitution or what? I'd like to know.
I think
What
I don't know if he has been fired, but if I were the people, I would be like, "Bye, Felicia. You're out." Like
Oh, yeah.
that's not okay. Like it's you have people who are literally spending millions of dollars trying to investigate a crime that you alleged happened when there are other things out there and other people out there that actually need the cops or other missing person or other murders that have happened that they need to catch the perpetrator and stuff that they don't have answers for, that their time was literally pulled away from that for somebody's lie.
Yeah.
Like, it's disgusting. Like, I don't know if you've, listened to any of that. Oh, what the fuck is that guy's name now? Urgh. Um, Brian Laundrie. Like, have you heard anything about that?
Uh, just well, just in passing,
Yeah.
I didn't really.
Well, with that whole
Yeah,
situation, like, that's a perfect example, like, of money that could have been spent doing better things. That the whole cops in that situation, that's a messed up situation too. Oh my god. Like, they
I don't
spent
know. Well,
yeah, we'll do this another day. But
yeah,
anyway,
for
yes. Tell 'em what you think about the situation. Yeah.
I oh, you're talking to the dog. Okay, all right, let's get out of here. All right, thank you very much for watch or listening, and check us out. We're always on YouTube, on Rumble. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is typically when we have a video, unless there's an issue. We have a Discord if you want to come and play games with us, or talk some shit. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm right. Tell me why I look better than you do. No, I'm just joking.
Hey.
No, not you.
Oh, them, the
Um,
listeners. Got it.
yeah. So, yeah. With PayPal, if and please share us. Come join our Facebook group. You come follow us on Twitter. Everything I think is well, it's either we're offended or we're offended. You're offended. Some variety of that. You'll see our logo. It's there. It's everywhere. So, all right. With that, everyone have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you guys with some juicy news. Not that liar juicy. Like actual stuff. Come Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and bye.
Yeah, what he said.